Every day, our environment is undergoing changes. Changes that impact and affect our world. Global warming, climate change, environmental pollution and degradation, desert encroachment and flooding are daily destroying our world and making it unsafe for habitation. How do we cope with these changes? How do we improve the quality of life through our environment? These and many more environment issues will occupy us weekly on Environment Today.
It's imperative that people comply with laid down environmental laws if we must enjoy the benefits of a clean and healthy environment. But there are certain habits which are outrightly unfriendly to the environment.
Join Nkoli Omodu on Africa Independent Television AIT as we take an incisive and in-depth look at our environment. Environment Today, creating a better and safe environment for the world.
Welcome back. After several years of cutting down trees for timber production, charcoal making and farming in some parts of northern Nigeria with its resultant negative impact on habitat and biodiversity, a new sustainable forest management program is currently ongoing in Tomboyan Village, Barute Council area of Kwara State. Over 6,000 seedlings have already been planted in a deliberate move to combat climate change, control deforestation, and promote carbon trading. Now, about 7 hectares of land have already been mapped out for this afforestation program. The ceremonial tree planting by the Emir of Ilesha Baruba in Barute Council area of Kwara State to mark the beginning of the reforestation program here in Tomboyan Village.
Once we are having our trees standing, we can attract money from it from outside. It's going to be posted, the volume analysis is going to be done, and once we are able to ascertain the volume that is there, we look at the number of carbon, the tons that they are able to sink from the environment. That is going to be paid for. We are now encouraged to leave our trees standing and sustain our future and heritage. There is a mechanism coming back now that allows forest to pay for itself, and that is talking about carbon credits. If you have a sizable number of trees standing, people come around. It's a UN framework that is already in operation. Some countries in Africa are already benefiting from it. Cross River State is already benefiting from it.
We're planning to do 10 hectares, but looking at that, the rain was almost going off. They said, let's do just 5 hectares. So what we now made provisions for 6,000 seedlings for the first round, and another provision for 1,000 seedlings. That is supposed to be like a perimeter fencing of the whole forest estate.
With the ceremony over, the journey to the forest, about 4 kilometers away from the village, began. Our crew discovered that this route is also plied by smugglers who enter the country from Benin Republic, as one of their vehicles broke down at this portion of the road already damaged by flood. This, however, did not deter these environment stakeholders who waded through the waters and walked this long distance to arrive at the reforestation sites.
If you look carefully onto the field, you will see very straight lines. You stand at any angle, 360 degrees turn, you will see straight lines. They are to mark out the planting points, because the trees are planted at a distance of 3 meters by 3 meters square. So the bamboo pegs are used to determine the planting points. 1, 2, should in case any of the seedlings dies after planting and we want to replace, we will not miss that point. 3, the pegs are also used, as an indicator for the farmer that we come and, clean, weed, maintain the plot, that there's something down there. So we'll be careful so that it does not cut, destroy, or damage the seedlings.
Existing farms on which food crops such as maize, cowpeas, soya beans, millets and groundnut were planted have been chosen for this sustainable forest management program to ensure maximum benefit.
the only way forward for the industry is to begin to look more seriously into sustaining our source of raw materials. So what we're doing essentially is more of a backward integration to see that we are not just buying off products to export, we're also going from the back now to begin to plant so that in the next 6-7 years we can be sure that whatever we're taking out today is being replaced.
It reduces the cost of establishment, one. Two, and majorly, this is a kind of establishment technique that we call agroforestry. Agroforestry is a technique whereby you raise arable crops alongside tree crops. We believe it's a kind of multiple land use technique whereby the trees cannot exhaust the nutrients in the soil alone. So we allow farmers to come in, and it thrives mostly in places where we have land hunger.
This has become imperative because for several years, the forest cover in the northern part of Kwara State and surrounding communities has been shrinking, and seriously too, due to activities of loggers who have continued to cut down trees indiscriminately for timber, charcoal production and sales, and other economic uses. The result, huge damage to habitats as well as biodiversity.
Kwara State has really contributed to the timber market in Nigeria. And when we talk of energy, we are talking about the firewood and the charcoal. And what we have now in Kwara State, unfortunately, the level of degradation and deforestation that we have in Kwara State now is a testament to the contribution of Kwara forests to energy and timber in Nigeria.
I was happy when they have planting this wood in this my area. I was happy totally. And I need this to help us for the forest. Those people are cutting this wood. I was a child, very, very child for it, because if they are doing this, we cannot see a wood again.
The Emir of Elisha Baruba, Professor Halidu Abubakar, while expressing joy that felled trees in his domain are now being replenished, is also calling on Nigerian youths to see afforestation as a business venture that can transform their life.
Everybody thinks within the box, and to think outside the box is something like having a forest concession. I must say, I've been a professor for a very long time in economics, but I'm not used to hearing about forest concession. So I was so excited when he brought up this idea, and I think this is where we should talk of entrepreneurship. Look at things that do not exist or what can exist, and this is. So I see this particular initiative, this particular project within that context. It's a very brilliant idea of initiative.
To other stakeholders here, government at all levels must embrace tree planting, as it is indeed a pragmatic solution to the growing menace of deforestation and climate change, which have become a global challenge.